capital.
So I just discussed that entrepreneur is a person who will be combining, or is a risk taker ability of a person who start a business by combining all remaining factors of production, including land, labor, capital, enterprise. Okay. Entrepreneur is a person who combine
Okay.
land, labor, capital, and in order to run a successful business. So he is the one who is making full use of the factors in order to produce goods and services. So in this chapter, chapter number 3, entrepreneur business growth and size. First of all, we have few characteristics which are found in every entrepreneur. Okay, these characteristics are very
Okay.
famous and they are very well known and they are mostly common in every entrepreneur. By definition, I have just discussed the definition in my explanation, but we will also read the bookish definition as well for the remembrance in for exam. If someone takes a risk to organize a new business or find a gap and tries to fill that gap in the society by providing any good or service, then he is considered to be an entrepreneur. He would be an hardworking,
Okay.
he would be a risk taker, he would be a optimistic, he would be self-confident, he would be innovative, and he would be independent. Now, I will be discussing one, two, three, four, five, six features in one and two practical example. Okay.
Okay.
So, entrepreneur is the one who is self-confident. If he is not self-confident, he would not be able to deliver his idea into a business. Like he would have a vision. Okay. He would have a vision. He would have an objective. Okay, like how much price to set, what to sell, how to sell, okay, what would be the name of the brand, okay, what would be the logo of the brand, what would be the color theme. So this all needs confident itself to deliver something what is in your mind. Okay, so he is the one who is delivering his ideas and making his ideas in practical. Okay, he is converting his idea into his vision. So he would be self confident on it. Number second is optimistic. He must be optimistic. Like for example, if there is a day one on the business, so there are very few chances we have seen that in the few start of the days of the business, the customers base is not very large because there are very few customers who have tried the good or who have tried that business. So when the business is an infant or just is in the startup phase, so he must be optimistic in terms of revenue, in terms of growth, in terms of profit, and in terms of everything else. Okay, like he must be
Okay. Got
optimistic
it.
about the success. Okay, he must be optimistic about the success. Like he would not be the one who say that okay, we do not have customers in the first week, so just stop the business, or we don't have much revenue in the first month, so just stop the business. No, he will not do this. He will change his strategy. He will try the plan B which he have, or he will change his decision making skill to in order to succeed in the long term. Obviously, he must be
Got
a risk taker when he is running the show. So he carry risk. Okay, he is the one who have a major risk appetite. Like he take risk and enjoy the benefits. And at last, he must be a hard worker. Like he is not a salaried employee. A salaried employee is the one who will work for 9 to 5, and after 5, he will enjoy his personal life. But an entrepreneur is the one who will experience or who have his blood, like उसका जो कारोबार होगा वो उसके खून में चल रहा होगा, right? Every day, every time he would be thinking for how to expand, how to grow. Okay, so because its objective is directly aligned to his business, so he would be hardworking. He would be working in off hours as well. Okay, in non-working hour as well he would be working. Obviously, he would be innovative as well. If he would not be innovative, so the market dynamics will eat him. Okay, the trends will eat him. Okay, the change of fashion or the change of technology will eat him. Okay, so he must be innovative at every point of time. Okay, he must keep his eye open at every time to to appreciate new ideas. He must be independent. Independent is very important. We will talk later that there are four types of business classification: sole trader, partnership, private limited company, and public limited company. Out of these four business classification, the first and second classification carry personal risk. Like sole trader will be the one who is running the whole show solely. So he must be independent. Okay, he must not be dependent on anyone. He must be independent on his decisions. He must be independent on his work. Okay, he must be independent on how to run the business. उसको किसी की जरूरत नहीं होगी, किसी से पूछने की जरूरत नहीं होगी, किसी की अप्रूवल लेने की जरूरत नहीं होगी. ही मस्ट बी इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ एवरीथिंग. Lastly, he
Got
must be
it.
an effective communicator. If he would not be an effective communicator, so he cannot communicate with his customers to buy the product. Okay, he would not be effective. If he would not be effective communicator, he cannot communicate effectively with his suppliers. Like if he want some credit terms, like if he want 30 days credit, but supplier only want to give him one week credit, 7-day credit. But if he is an effective communicator, he can pursue the supplier to agree on a 30-day credit. Okay, if that is the case, so he would enjoy the credit terms. Okay, so effective communication is very
Okay.
important at every stage of the business. He have to communicate with all the stakeholders. Stakeholders can be customers, stakeholders can be supplier, stakeholder can be his employee, stakeholder can be can be the government body. Like he want to file tax, he want to be registered with the business authority or the government authority. So he must be effective communicator with every stakeholder. Okay, गवर्नमेंट के साथ भी उसको बात करनी आनी चाहिए.
Okay.
ठीक है, कस्टमर के साथ भी आनी चाहिए, सप्लायर के साथ भी आनी चाहिए, एम्प्लॉय के साथ भी आनी चाहिए और बैंक के साथ भी आनी चाहिए. बिकॉज ही मस्ट बी इन नीड ऑफ द फंड्स. स्टार्टअप में तो उसको फंड चाहिए होंगे ना, लोन लोन चाहिए होगा. ठीक है, क्रेडिट फंड चाहिए होंगे, क्रेडिट टर्म्स चाहिए होंगे. सो ही मस्ट बी able to communicate with the bank to negotiate on favorable loan terms. Okay, so that he could get loan as well.
Yes.
So by definition, it says that the above discussed skills are not only skills that are important for entrepreneur. There are many other skills, including marketing, selling, managerial, leadership, problem solving, and all. So these skills are also important to his core work. Okay, marketing skills भी उसको पता होनी
Okay.
चाहिए, selling skills भी आनी चाहिए, managerial भी आनी चाहिए, leadership भी आनी चाहिए, and problem solving भी आनी चाहिए. So I always say that entrepreneur is a one who is all rounder. Okay, he must be able to run his operation. He must be able to brand his business in a different way. He must be able to run his finances and accounting. Okay, उसको accounts भी देखना है, उसको operations भी देखना है, उसको HR भी देखना है, उसको
Okay.
marketing भी देखनी है. Okay, so he must have few knowledge and for in all domains. ठीक है, अगर उसको नॉलेज नहीं होगी किसी भी चीज की, सो ही वुड बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन हिज एम्प्लॉय. और अगर वो डिपेंडेंट हो गया, सो ही वुड नॉट एंजॉय full control over the business. Okay, got it. So you can just read this
Yes.
page and the next page. So start from here. 2 minutes I'm giving. हो गया, ये पेज हो गया आपका. डन विद द रीडिंग.
Yes, sir.
डन विद द रीडिंग.
Yes.
ओके, नाउ रीड दिस.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. Okay. See, now the entrepreneur will do some homework. Okay. He will do some homework by making a business plan. Okay. He will make a business plan by oh, he will do some homework in terms of making a business plan. जब वो market में आएगा ना, so he would needs to do some homework. Okay, he would have his business idea in documented. Okay, like for example, I will give you a practical example. ऐसा होता है पाकिस्तान में and everywhere कि if there is a startup, okay, and the startup entrepreneur wants funding, okay, and if you go to a venture capitalist, like venture capitalists are those industrialists or wealthy personnel who extend their funds or credit facility to to young ideas and to young minds so that they could flourish and help the economy to grow. So what they do, they ask the person to review their business plan. Okay. So and in one seat, venture capitalist is sitting, in front the entrepreneur is sitting. So entrepreneur will show him his business idea or his business plan. So in business plan, his objective will be documented, his idea will be documented. How will he execute? That would be written. Pricing strategy would be written. Okay. Forecasted revenue will be written. Will be written. Forecasted cash flow will be written. Will be written. Like जो खर्चे फ्यूचर में आएंगे, जो कॉस्ट आएगी, कैसे वो मार्केट को कैप्चर करेगा, वो सारी चीजें उसकी प्लान उसके अंदर लिखा होता है. ओके, सो इट वुड बी इन सिंपल टर्म्स इट इज अ रेसिपी बुक. इसमें सारी चीजें स्ट्रेटेजीज लिखी होती है. ठीक है. Whenever a new business is started, it is always recommended to have a business plan to act upon it. A business plan is basically a document that contain all, okay, that contain all necessary details regarding what? See, regarding aims and objectives, regarding what? Regarding business type, regarding
Okay.
operations, marketing, finance, and all. Okay. So business document is a document that contain these details. Which details? Starting from aims, objective, business type, operation, marketing, finance, and all. Okay.
Okay.
Name and type of the business. The detail of this point contain the name of the business, including the type of the name. Like, okay, so the below headings, जो headings यहाँ से शुरू हो रही है, name and type of the business, will explain these component of business plan one by one. Okay, what would be written? The name and type of the business will be written. Okay, key objective will be written कि वो क्या objective achieve करना चाह रहे हैं. Okay, the product will be written, like what is the product itself. Price will be written, what price is being offered initially. Human resource plan will be written, like how many worker or how many employee he aim to employ. Okay. Marketing strategy will be written, like which medium he is selecting. Will he only go for social media marketing or he will go for the electronic media or what? Okay. Which age group he will target in his marketing campaign. Okay. Everything. Which location he will target. Location will also be present, like where will be his business. If there is a physical store, so the location of that store is given, or if it is online, so he needs to mention the regions which he will be able to target. Okay. Why and how government support? So the business startup is always encouraged by the government because the government have also such objectives documented that they will help the new businesses to grow. So when the business startup, the business support is often provided to such entrepreneur in terms of research. Okay, what do the business do? The what do the government do? The government help them in terms of research. ठीक है, वो research करके देते हैं. वो उनको low interest पर loans देते हैं. ठीक है, वो उनको training देते हैं. So the government would provide them trainings, would provide them low interest rate loans. Okay, low markup loans एंड
Okay.
रिसर्च फैसिलिटी. और वो क्यों दे रहे हैं, गवर्नमेंट को क्यों सपोर्ट देने की इतनी इच्छा हो रही है? इच्छा इसलिए हो रही है बिकॉज द व्हेन द स्टार्टअप विल बी सक्सेसफुल इन फ्यूचर, इट विल लीड टू लो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. ओके, इट विल लीड टू इट विल लीड टू एंड द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। और हर गवर्नमेंट चाहती है कि उसकी गवर्नमेंट के टेन्योर में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट कम से कम हो, ताकि वो पब्लिक की सपोर्ट को गेन कर सके। सो व्हेन अ बिजनेस इज स्टार्टेड इट डिक्रीजेस द लोड ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट टू क्रिएट जॉब। तो ये चीज़ें उनको नजर आ रही हैं। ओके, गवर्नमेंट इज सीइंग सच benefits which is being derived if they will support such business startups. So that's why they do and help them in terms of loans, in terms of training. See, यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, how do the government set up support? How do the government support business? So they support the business by giving them, by scrutinizing their business idea, by providing them the training sessions, okay, by providing them the premises to work, by providing them some interest-free loans, okay, or subsidies as
Okay.
well. And why? And what are the reasons? The reason is that if they will help them, it will lead to increase in the competition, it will lead to increase in the output, and it will lead to decrease in the unemployment. So you have to read this page and this page, okay? First read this page,
Okay.
2 minutes. Okay, you read this page. Can I move to the second page?
Yes, sir. Can you show the other page?
तो देखा आपने the in
Done, sir.
term what are the terms in which the like what in which term in what ways the business help the business, in what ways the government help the business, and why and what is the reason behind it. So you have done the reading of it. So see the research as well. The government often provides a research facility to the to such business startup in terms of establishing the university research department. Okay.
Okay.
If I would like to give you an example, like ये ऐसा होता है कि in Pakistan, like India and Pakistan are somewhat agricultural or agrarian based economy, like we grow agriculture, we grow crops and sell to the world. So in Pakistan also we have few research centers set up in the university which do research for the farmers. Okay, regarding the
ओके
fertilizers, regarding the chemical fertilizers, or any specific thing related to the agricultural crop. So they do the research and provide the briefing to the farmers. So we have some ways, like we can compare the size of the business. Okay, there are some ways to compare the size of the business. It is a new topic under this chapter. We can compare the
क्या
size of the business by counting the number of employees. जितने ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयज उतनी बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ओके, और जितने कम एम्प्लॉयज उतनी छोटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो देर आर वेरियस मेथड्स ऑफ कंपेयरिंग द साइज ऑफ द बिजनेस. ठीक है. सम कंपनीज may compare it by counting the number of employees. Okay. Some companies may measure their size of the business by calculating the value of output they produce. Okay, they could calculate it by the number of the value of sale, कितनी वो सेल कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. Some organization measure their growth or measure the size of the business by counting the employees. Some organization measure their business by counting the value of output they produce. Or some organization measure their size of the business by the value of sale. Okay. And some do by the value of the capital they have employed. So, like for example, if there is an IT based company, so an IT based company, you tell me that measuring the number of employee would be more appropriate, or the value of capital employed.
व्हाट
IT
इज
based company, IT based company is a capital incentive company. Okay, वहां पर ज्यादा सॉफ्टवेयर
ओके
लगे होते हैं. ठीक है. जहाँ पे सॉफ्टवेयर लगे होंगे और जो कैपिटल कैपिटल इंटेंसिव इंडस्ट्रीज होंगी ना, वहां पे ये वाला मेथड सूटेबल रहेगा, वैल्यू ऑफ कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड. लाइक वो आप कैपिटल की वैल्यू काउंट कर लो और आप उसका बिजनेस का ग्रोथ साइज को कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. सो
ओके
फॉर कैपिटल इंटेंसिव बिजनेस, जहाँ पर मशीन्स हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर्स हैं, ज़्यादा हैं, तो वहाँ एम्प्लॉयज़ कम होंगे. तो उसके लिए ये मेथड ज़्यादा सूटेबल है. और वो बिजनेस जो लेबर इंटेंसिव है, जहाँ पे लेबर्स ज़्यादा होते हैं, मशीन्स कम होती हैं, लेबर ज़्यादा होते हैं, वहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़ वाला बेनिफिट, नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़ वाला भी यूजफुल हो सकता है. ओके. सो इट डिपेंड्स.
ओके
सिलेबस में 4 मेथड्स हैं, बट वी हैव टू यूज दो द वन विच इज मोस्ट सुटेबल फॉर द बिजनेस. ठीक है. सही है. सही है. यू कैन टेक अ पिक्चर ऑफ दिस पेज एंड द नेक्स्ट पेज, इसकी ले लो.
जी सर
ले ली. इसकी भी ले लो.
जी सर
ठीक है. तो अब ये अच्छा, आधे से ज्यादा चैप्टर हो गया है हमारा. एंड आई हैव टू जस्ट लीव इन 3 minutes बिकॉज आई हैव टू जस्ट गो आउट फॉर वर्क. तो मैं आपको या तो एक और रिकॉर्डिंग भेज दूंगा इस चैप्टर की रात में, या हम फिर इसको कल कर लेंगे. ठीक है. आपको अकेडमी कब जाना है आज?
सर नहीं जाना आज पर सर्जरी कराने जाना था
नहीं जाना आज?
आज एकेडमी नहीं पर वो सर्जरी कराने जाना है
मतलब अभी जल्दी जाना है, टाइम से जाना है?
थोड़ा टाइम है सर अभी मतलब 15-20 मिनट बचे हैं
ओके. तो मैं आपको या तो ना 7-8 तक एक या तो क्लास भेज दूंगा, इफ आई विल बी फ्री मैं रिकॉर्डिंग करके भेज दूंगा, या फिर हम इसको कल कंटिन्यू करें.
हम्म
ठीक है.
ओके
ठीक है. मैंने आपको वर्ड फाइल भेज दी है, वो इसी चैप्टर की से है, मतलब यही चीज़ आपको भेजी है. आप उसके ना पेज नंबर ये 24 से आगे पढ़ लेना. ठीक है.
ओके ठीक है सर समय पढ़ लेंगे
तो सवाल है यहाँ तक जहाँ तक मैंने आपको शुरू करवाया आपको. We have started from
नहीं सर
the features of entrepreneur, what is found in entrepreneur, what are the qualities in it. Then we discuss the business plan, component of business plan. Then we discuss why business help them. The new startup, what are the reasons and what benefit does it bring out, in what terms they help them. Then we discussed the size of the business, methods of the business, how to measure their size in terms of number of employees, in terms of the value of output, or in terms of the value of sale, और द वैल्यू ऑफ कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड. कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड वो वैल्यू होती है जो कैपिटल को काउंट करके निकलती है. ओके. ऑल मशीन्स, ऑल लोन्स. ठीक है.
जी
और
हाँ।
हर मेथड के ना, there is a limitation in every method. Like I told you that if the business is labor intensive, so we cannot use other method. Like if the business is labor intensive, so number of employee method is more suitable. If the business is capital intensive, so the value of capital employed will be suitable, because in the capital intensive business, there will be more machines rather than employee. Okay.
यस।
Okay.
यस।
So I will share the class. Okay. Or we can connect sometime later today. Okay.
ओके सर।
Class is
अल्लाह हाफिज़।